Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's junk journal with me, we are going to be doing day 22 of the Junk Journal January challenge, and the prompt for today is pockets. So I didn't really have a plan when I was going into this page. I just decided to kind of see what pocket I could create. So I wasn't following any tutorials. I was just sort of folding paper and seeing where it goes. You'll see what I mean when it comes to that part. But yeah, today we're doing a voiceover because I was having audio issues and also the wind outside was just really distracting. So I thought it would be better to just do a voiceover for this. Also means that I can kind of show you in a little bit more of a sped up motion how I came to kind of do this pocket style. Like I said, I wasn't really following any kind of tutorial. I was only going to originally just do that one pocket there on the left. Then I decided, oh, maybe I want it in like more of a book page format, folded another pocket. Then I decided to kind of overlap the two and thought that might be quite cool to create like a double pocket. So not really quite sure what I was doing. So I just kind of was having fun playing with my different papers. Then I decided, because I've been having so much fun in kind of this challenge using little elements of like stitching and things, I decided that I would do some sewing up the edge to kind of seal one side of the pocket. So I did a similar thing to this when I created the pocket out of the postcard, which again was another mistake. I don't know, maybe there's like some sort of message here that like when you're not kind of focusing too much on the outcome and like worrying about what's going to happen and just kind of enjoy the process and have fun, that might be when you kind of come up with things that you would have otherwise not come up with. So I don't know, I just really like having some prompts to kind of guide me and give me an idea of something to do and then just sort of run with it and see what I come up with. So the page in the end, honestly, I'm not a big fan, but I did still want to show you guys the process, and maybe it's helpful for you to kind of see the different things that I've done. Obviously not every page is going to be something that I love, but there will be things that I will learn. So, you know, I really enjoyed the like pocket style, so maybe there's something there where I can maybe use different papers or do different styles, I don't know. So I'm always learning something, I think, when I'm doing my junk journal pages as well as having fun. So this was just a tag that came on something I'd bought a long while ago, and for some reason it just like surfaced in my stash of papers, and I thought, you know what, that will be perfect to tuck within my pocket. However, it was a bit boring, so it was just plain white and then yellow on the reverse. So I decided to take some collage papers, so the coffee stained tissue paper from the beginning of this video, and then various different kind of scraps and any random bits of paper that were floating around that I could stick onto this tag. I really just wanted to create something that had lots of textures and layers and dimension, especially because the pocket itself that I had created was pretty plain, like it was just the book page. I hadn't added anything to that. And so I thought that I needed to kind of make the tag stand out a little bit. So I collaged different pages together, and then it came in with my corner rounder, which I just think sometimes really finishes things off. Like I can do a tag with lots of different collaged papers, but as soon as I use a corner rounder, I just feel like it adds that nice finishing touch, makes it look really polished. Then I decided I wanted to add a few more kind of embellishments and bits of interest. So I came in with my favorite rub-on stickers, and I get lots of questions about these. So these are the MU rub-ons, and you can get these from lots of different places online. I get mine from a shop here in the UK that's called Miso Paper. They do lots of different designs, not just flowers either. There's lots of different ones you can get, and I just love them for the fact that they don't add loads of like bulk to your journal page, but they're so soft and lovely, and they just add a really nice touch to my tags or to my pages, and I just love them so much, so that's why I always use them. Now when it came to adding my tag into my pocket, I suddenly realised that I couldn't actually see the lovely rub-on sticker that I'd added to my tag, and so I thought back to the pockets that I had made a while ago following one of Rachel from Roxy Creations weekly challenges, where she did vellum pockets that had a little cutout, so you could kind of see through the pocket what was like underneath or inside. And so I kind of took my scissors to my pocket that was already in my journal. So apologies if any of you gasped just then seeing me taking scissors to it, but I decided that I wanted to add a little cutout detail to this. So I just used some of my vellum, cut it to size, and then slotted it in. So it's a little bit kind of DIY surgery whilst something's already been made, but I felt like it just made such a difference to be able to see through and see the detail that I'd added to the tag, so it didn't go to waste once I'd put it in the pocket. And then I decided to add some vellum into that back pocket because I was feeling really inspired by Grace from Miss Paper Lover. One of her techniques from the Junk Journal January collab that we did was about writing on vellum and different ways to use vellum. So I decided that I wanted to use some vellum there and have that in the back pocket ready for me to do some journaling on, and I just added a little ticket to that as a sort of tab so that it would be easy to pull out the vellum. Then I took my trusty Tombow and just did a little bit of writing on the top of the tag. Took out that yellow ribbon because I did love that yellow ribbon, but I felt like it was just a little bit too garish and out there for me, a little bit too bright. So I'm sorry if you liked the ribbon, but it just wasn't working for me. Maybe I need to find something that's a little bit more muted, some lace maybe, or something a bit softer. So that's why I decided to take that out. And then I just did some really simple kind of layering of different papers and a journal card here on the left hand side of the page, just so that I had something going on this side of the page too, in my attempt to try and bring this together, because I wasn't really loving the fact that it kind of felt a little heavy on one side of the page. So I added a stamp to that card as well as a little bit more interest, and then brought out my commonplace book and wrote down a quote on the left hand side of the page. So I hope that you enjoyed this little journal with me session, and I hope you're still enjoying the challenge. If you are behind, please don't worry, there is no like deadline or junk journal police coming after you. Please just enjoy the challenge, and I'm loving seeing everyone's posts in the hashtag. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye guys.